Fields sent on their way in the Breeders' Cup Classic to the roar of the Santa Anita crowd. Regal Ransom bounced away quickly. Zenyatta is dead last. Zenyatta's dead last. Zenyatta has a lot of ground to make up. Zenyatta, if she wins this, she'll be a super horse. She's starting to pick them off though. Zenyatta gonna hook to the outside. Meanwhile, it's Colonel John Summerbird in the red cap. And Zenyatta's come to the outside. Zenyatta coming flying on the grandstand side. Gio Ponti on the inside. Summerbird is right there. This is unbelievable. Zenyatta, what a performance, one we'll never forget.
Horse racing is called the sport of kings. And throughout the centuries of horse racing, people always questioned, who's the greatest racehorse of all time? Is it Man o' War? Is it Secretariat? Well, I for one don't think it's either of them, as great as they were. I for one think it was Zenyatta. Zenyatta won 19 straight races out of 20 starts, and is the first horse to ever win 19 straight races, the original record being 16. She was the first female also to ever win the Breeders' Cup Classic, which is one of the biggest races of the year, with a $5 million purse. Now let's look at some of the past greats, starting off with Man o' War. Man o' War raced back in 1918 and 1919 as a 2-year-old and 3-year-old. He won 20 of 21 starts, losing to a horse named Upset ironically. He was 16.2 hands, which, for us, is about 5'6". People say they never saw his true speed, but nobody knows for sure. It is said he won a race by approximately 100 lengths. Next, we're going to take a look at Secretariat, the winner of the 1973 Triple Crown. The Triple Crown consists of 3 races: the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness Stakes, and the Belmont Stakes. Winning this title is one of the most prestigious titles a horse could ever have. Throughout the history of horse racing, which dates back into the 1800s, there are only 11 Triple Crown winners. Secretariat managed to actually win the Belmont Stakes by 31 lengths, a record that still stands to this day. He is also said to have had a heart that was 2 times the size of a normal horse. Next, we're going to take a look at Seabiscuit, which many of you probably recognize from the movie starring Jeff Bridges and Tobey Maguire. The movie was also based off the best-selling novel Seabiscuit, an American Legend, by Laura Hellenberg. Seabiscuit in real life is probably best known for his legendary 1938 match race against Triple Crown winner War Admiral, where he won by 4 lengths. Seabiscuit was a less than remarkable figure to look at. He was much shorter than the average thoroughbred, his height going to less than 15 hands. That's less than 5 feet tall. He also had a very weird running style, people making fun of him saying he looked like a blender when he ran. Nevertheless, Seabiscuit managed to win over 30 races throughout his whole career, which he had raced in over 80 races.
Seabiscuit leads by a length. Now Seabiscuit by a length and a half. Wolf has put away his whip. Seabiscuit by 3. Seabiscuit by 3. Seabiscuit is the winner by 4 lengths.
Now, what makes Zenyatta so special compared to these other horses? Well, let's do some comparisons. Mind That Bird, last year's Kentucky Derby winner, is 15.2 hands. That's 5'2". Ruffian, another famous racehorse, is only 16 hands. Rachel Alexandra, who retired last year, is also 16 hands. Secretariat, as mentioned earlier, is 16.2 hands. Zenyatta is a remarkable 17.5 hands tall. Next, I'm going to talk about her stride. A normal horse's stride is about 23 feet long. Zenyatta's, though, is over 26 feet. It's over a foot longer than Secretariat's stride. Also, when she runs, instead of shortening her stride and moving her legs faster, she actually lengthens her stride and makes her stride slower to speed up. This has been a key to her success throughout her years. These reasons and more, I think she's the greatest racehorse. She's the first female to win the Breeders' Cup. She has a big stride, she's a big heart, and a big body too. These are all key to success for her. She, I believe, is the greatest of all time.
Switch has the lead at 65. Zenyatta with giant strides trying to get her. Here she comes. She's done it again. 19 for 19. 8 here at Hollywood Park. Just another